You're not allowing the universe to give you the whole meal on its own and giving you a ready-made food. We're literally telling us, कि आप, मेरे को ये ingredients दे दो, I'll make my own food. He's ready to literally give you the whole platter or whatever, the whole buffet to you. But we are looking from that capacity, what, give me just one dish.
Okay.
So you need to be really present. What are you truly asking? And what is my question? Is my question really being that? Or I am concluding already?
No, I don't think I'm concluding. That I'm sure of.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that because it involves somebody who's being like, stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously he's in a position of authority in this case. So
Okay.
that is why, the situation is not resolving.
Okay. So again, so when it comes along with connected to more than a person, more than one person, or it could be multiple, we cannot change them. Okay. You can only work from your capacity. If your underline will keep happening for the person, like, what, he or she is not changing, they are doing this, again, a constant energy is of judgment. And I know how much ever we say it easy than done, it's too much to stop, not to judge them. We get that. So point is, what are you aware of? You need to start getting present. What is the part of me that I love allowing that this person controls my world?
Okay.
The underline is that we are allowing it. That's why they could do it to us, and very easily people say, oh, this is my family, this is that one, he's old, elder to me, he's this way to me. The point is, those are just the roles you have allowed. That's why unknowingly in this reality, he or she is controlling your world. If you want to take your power back, you need to be present. Then what can I be? You have to be the energy. You don't have to do. Do comes later. A lot of times people just look for solutions in their questions. Also, it's like, make up a solution. It's like, give me this. I'll eat that medicine and I'll just want to start my world again. Sorry to say, but that's the consciousness comes in. It's about you need to start getting present with that energy. What do I need to be here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, so anyone, how are they perceiving in their world? What is consciousness and what are they truly asking for? Anyone?
Yeah, Rashi, I find that certain things which used to, get under my skin earlier, which were to some extent important in my life, I have calmed down on those. I really don't know how. Maybe I've spoken to myself. Maybe I've said this is the best way to handle it, whatever. But there is another aspect where my mind tells me that I cannot change the situation. And that answer is coming to me from past experience. And a lot of, things that have been said. So also
what's the
question fact that my question is that when I reach the end of my tether, then I tend to just block out everything, and that can carry on for a very long time until again something makes me blow a fuse. So I'm actually not dealing with it.
Okay.
I feel if
okay,
I'm
so at least you're
something,
acknowledging that you're not dealing with things.
If I'm blocking something, that's also a way of dealing, but probably that's not, I don't know, maybe that's not the ideal way of dealing with a situation. But I find, again, based on past experience, that every which way I've tried, and since nothing is working, just let it be. जैसे चल रहा है चलने दो, अब क्या कर सकते हैं?
Okay, right now you just acknowledge you're working from the past experience. So a lot of time when we all say that I'm working from past experience, we think that will, that's like a shield to ourselves, that it will not allow it to happen. But can you acknowledge, once you've experienced whatever in your life, you already are aware. But why again and again looping into that energy, because past this happened, so I'm guarding myself that no one can do this to me again. You're not being present. You're working on
two
the
things.
autopilot mode.
Two
So
things are happening. You know, the past is not getting, not erased, but the past is not getting to be the past because constantly something in the present keeps happening.
Yeah, because you're making your past very significant in the present. You're holding it so real in your world. So experience, people, scenario from that sooner or later will keep jumping back in this present.
So you know what is happening? The solution which I have found, which is, again, my rational mind tells me that's not a real and, the ideal solution maybe, is to block it out. ना बात होगी, ना confusion होगा, ना झगड़ा होगा, ना कुछ होगा, रहने दो, मतलब रहने दो, अपना तुम अपना करो जो करना है और दूसरे को छोड़ दो, ignore the other person.
Okay, so Anju, hearing all of this, these are all just stories. You're not ready to still be present with the energy. What you're saying is majority of the world does that. So it's not about right or wrong. It's a convenient that I will be protected this way. But by protecting ourselves this way, we're making and still giving the power to people or scenarios. If you're being present with yourself and trusting what you are aware and what you would like to create in your world, you will just be yourself. And how people behave or scenarios come, you'll be present to be like, you know what am I aware of here? And you function from that space. When you say, oh, I'll not meet the world, or I know scenarios are repeating, it's like we're living in the past and the past is becoming our present again. And those kind of similar people will come to attack us more. Because looping underline your thought forms are only, you know what, people are like this, scenarios happen this way. So it's like you're attracting more of this because you're just telling the universe, you know what, this is a reality.
I don't know how to get out of it.
Because you are not allowing it to be present. You need to be
present. I can't understand.
Questions.
I'm not able to understand. Like I told you, na, blocking out is my way of trying to handle it, but it's not the ideal situation. And I'm unable to, like you said, you're not with that energy. So what is the energy? I'm not able to.
You need to be present. You need to ask questions. Have you done any access consciousness classes?
Yeah, I just did bars.
So remember in that you ask a question. What feels light for you? What feels heavy? Or get your bars run regularly for a while. It will start to dissipate all those energies. Because you need to learn to how to be in question. When what you're giving me is all conclusion.
I'm telling you my state of mind.
State is always a conclusion. When we are asking for a change, we start being in a question. So I got your story. I'm not trying to make you wrong. I'm just trying to tell you, we got the whole thing. Now what? You have to come like, okay, Anju, now what I want to do? It's like that energy. You need to be present with yourself. What can I be here and change this?
You know, I sometimes feel कि रहने दो ना, अब कौन इतना दिमाग लगाएगा, just let it be. And I don't want anything. अब जो हुआ सो हुआ, अब रहने दो.
If that works for you, then fair enough.
It's not working, na.
So that's what we are telling you again and again. That's what
it's a catch-22 situation.
That's what I exactly told you. Didn't I express it?
I'm getting so balled up in everything.
So till the time, see, when I'm giving you a solution, you're saying I'm telling you my story. So I told you, you don't want to stay there. You don't want to be in a question. I've given you the tools, but you're not allowing to receive those tools. So it becomes like a free will of the soul that how much are they ready to become conscious or not?
No, what, I mean, I can't understand, like what questions?
You just need to be present. That what can I do to change here? You need to start getting present with your space.
Okay.
You need to come present with yourself. What am I creating? What are you loving about this? See, I can't go in detail too much because as this is a free calls, you'll have to get into a personal facilitation or you need to open your book and you will be able to. Till then, I can really request is read your book. There are the parts where it's given in detail the questioning, or honestly for timing, get your bars run. It will contribute to you a lot. Because sometimes the logic brain will just start getting quiet and start releasing.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Is anything coming up for them when we're talking about conscious and where we are unlocking it?